do?
I'm a lady's companion.
Maxim de Winter. His wife died last year and he's in dire need of company.
I think the writing was so good. I mean, the novel itself, of course, and then the adaptation was terrific. Learning about that world, it was just, I was intimidated at first. I was like, I don't know anything about this. Well, then, of course, you begin to learn, and then you step into that world, and my God, the writing, of course, it always begins there. But the costumes, what? The hair, the makeup, the sets, the places we shot. I mean, just step into that bedroom and, she's there. Do you know what I mean? Living in that level of opulence and just never giving it a second thought. It was just extraordinary, really. So many things brought her to life for me.
Girls. I know this must feel very strange, but ordinary is just what you're used to. This may not seem ordinary to you right now, but after a time it will.
There's something very powerful in putting it right in front of you to see. In other words, you turn your television on or whatever and you watch, it's there in front of you. The message is clear. Stay alert. Pay attention to the small steps. See what is happening. I mean, are you kidding that there are people in this world in positions of power who have been elected who think they have the right to make a decision for a woman? I mean, really? That still think African-American individuals, even if they're not willing to say it, although many now are because they've been given permission from our disgraceful president, that they're less than. What? I guess, I don't know, something about Handmaids, what can I even say, except if you're sitting in your living room and you're watching, you have some protection there where you can say, hey, wait a second. I mean, whoa. People who say, we're not anywhere near Gilead, I want to say, what planet are you on? Open your eyes.
He had an answer every time that I asked a question. And everything about it was strange to me. But I was very, very stressed and we were very busy. And when I asked him a question, he always had an answer.
What happens when, well, of course, this goes to sort of backstory, but the fact that this is based on, I saw a woman who was, testify, and the amount of denial of the truth of the matter, the things that she chose to do, okay, I'm going back to backstory. You raise a kid who you're told what you say doesn't matter. Shut up. Just go to work. You'll be lucky to get any job at all. Just shut up. You're not important. Your views don't matter. Do what you're told. Don't question it. You're no one to question it. There are constitutions in people that allow them to say, wait a minute, go away. I'm not doing that. But Sandra didn't have that. Mm-hmm. And someone said, was that so hard to connect to her? I mean, it's like, absolutely not. I was raised to defer to the church. Don't question it. Mm-hmm. And I came from a very loving home, but that idea of you don't question the authority. I mean, it never occurred to this poor woman that he wasn't a detective. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa, when did you give up that voice that belongs only to you that says, wait a minute, I'm not doing this. This is wrong, and I'm not doing it. I felt for her, man. And it made total sense to me, her behavior. Totally. Yeah. And then when it hits her, can you imagine?
Kevin Garvey. You don't have to hide from me.
I don't know what to say about Damon Lindelof, except, what are the words for him? Love him. And I thought it was over. I was heartbroken that I was gone. I thought, what? Well, no, you mean I'm not, made sense in the story, but I just said like, no, I'm too attached. And then after we shot it and I was dead, then I find out, I just thought, it's so extraordinary, the things that happened in that show that reflected your life and what you were learning in the course of doing that show, and the relationships that formed, the closeness to Justin, that will always be the case. The coincidences, is that a word, that occurred that you didn't even question after a while because it's the leftovers. And we were in a world where typical restrictions, divisions don't apply. I can't say enough about that show.
Oh, Louis, I love you, sweetheart.
I'm sorry, can we stop?
What?
Hey, when I read that script, I'm going to tell you the truth, with one eye closed. I was just like, oh. And, being raised Catholic, I remember I was just talking about The Exorcist and how it scared the wits out of me. Jumping in as a Satanist, I mean, whoa. And of course, as I'm reading it, I'm thinking, oh, she's so nice. I'm playing a nice character. Well, I mean, we know where that goes. And I was afraid to shoot it at first. I thought, well, then you talk to Ari Aster, you're just in immediately. He's so good and so smart, and honest to God, he has so much kindness in him. You think, do you do children's films? I mean, how did you get to this place? How did it come out of your imagination? Really, he's amazing. And he had an answer for every question. Like I said, why do I know she's going to be at that art store? And he said, well, you're clocking her. You people, you're watching where she's going. You're up at the ready. All the things that answered specifically the questions. And that parking lot scene, oh my God. She was pretty great. Colette, I mean, she's something else.
No, who are you? Are you with the Culinary Academy here to judge Amy's overrated ginger snaps?
It doesn't matter. I was just leaving. Can you keep a secret?
What do you know, and who can I tell? I won't say a word.
Oh, just kitchen gossip. But about those ginger snaps.
I definitely wanted to make sure we jumped into, before we lost our time, At Home with Amy Sedaris, which is just a world I absolutely love, and you've been hysterical in 2 different times.
Okay, is there anyone in the world like that woman?
I mean, no, absolutely not.
No, and she's also so lovely. There's not an unkind bone in her body.
Oh, great.
And she's just, and she's so accepting of everything. She came to my home, and my oldest boy, who was on the spectrum, was struggling that day. She just was so fantastic and brilliant, accepting. She accepts everything. And the last day I was there, she had several changes, as she does in her show. I would stare at her and say, there is no way on this earth that is you. I mean, you're lying to me. She's, oh my God. She's unbelievable. There's nobody like her in the world.
So many folks have, that have come to know you through your work have really pointed to you as someone that, especially for young actors, they're like, don't give up, you keep working at it. You always have your chance. I think, they point to your recent Emmys win as an exciting mark in your career. They point to you as someone that's like, keep trying at it. And I wondered what it means to you to kind of be held in that position in people's eyes.
Oh, what a privilege. But the thing is, too, I'm glad I can speak from experience, because at the end of the day, it's not up to anyone to say, stop doing this. These are the gifts you are given. This is what you have fallen in love with. Keep that alive, take care of it, and keep going.